Your team has been consistent pretty much all year. How much will that help going into a big meet?
I mean, that will help, but if you look at our overall team totals throughout the year, they have been pretty consistent. But the thing is, we haven't been consistent 1 through 5 individually at all. So we could actually shoot a score much lower than what we have been shooting if we can get a fourth scorer to throw in there with the other. We've had 3 good scores a lot, but we haven't had a day really where all 4 of our scores were where we want them to be.
What's one area that you'll need to improve on?
I would say approach. Like all our guys hit the ball pretty good. All our guys are fundamentally sound. They know how to hit the ball. Just approaching a hole sometimes is probably the biggest key. Making sure that you're not going to make a big number and still give yourself opportunity to make a low number, and that's the key to golfing as a whole.
How does that course match your team, what your team has?
The course is extremely tight. It's got very narrow fairways. It's got a ton of out of bounds and a ton of hazards. It's not very long. I would be surprised if it plays more than 6,300 yards, which is pretty much what we practice on every day. So that should set up for us because our course is pretty narrow, and I think there's going to be a premium on the fairways and on the greens at that course, so you'll be penalized tremendously if you don't.
Your seniors have gone to state 4 years in a row.
That's correct.
Quite a feat. Talk to me about that.
Well, obviously these guys are good players, and this isn't their first time down there. So the experience that they've gained over the last couple of years is going to be crucial to us being successful. We've got 3 guys that are all-state players in the past, so they're known down there, and the other guys that we're going to be playing against know that they're good players, and hopefully our guys can draw from their experience to help them kind of calm their nerves. And even Grant, who's our sophomore, he was there with us last year, and he's played a lot of big events in the summers and things like that too. So all of them can draw off previous experience. When you tee it up in an environment like that, sometimes it's very difficult just to calm your nerves. And the older you get, and the more you participate in events like that, the more it helps.
What would winning a state championship mean to you?
To me personally, it would. I mean, I'm not going to say it wouldn't mean a lot, but it would mean more to me for the guys on this team, for what we've all been through together, and for all of us to kind of be through the last 3 years and escalate. Going from having some all-state players to be placing 4th in state. If we could get it done and win this year, I would feel like it was like a capstone for these guys who've really been working hard for 4 years, and that's what would mean the most to me is just that 10 years from now that these guys can look back and think about it, and we can all say it's one of the best times in our lives.
And if you win it, will Superintendent Carvajal give you that big raise you deserve?
Yes.
What would winning a state championship mean to you?
Well, to me, it's more just being around with the rest of my senior class. I mean, it'd be nice to have a state championship under my belt, considering you couldn't do it in basketball last year. So, I mean, it would be really awesome, honestly, just be a part of a team that won a state.
Pretty special to go down 4 years in a row. I just want to talk about going down to state 4 years in a row to do that. That's pretty. Most people would be glad to go down once. It's pretty special, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty special, and it's been fun. I think this is our 3rd time going as a team. 3rd time going down as a team, and it's a lot funner as a team. 3 of us went 1 year, and it was still fun, but it's a lot better going as a team, and for sure fun going for the 4th year in a row.
What would winning a state championship mean to you?
Winning a state championship would mean almost everything. We've worked pretty hard for the last 4 years, and I don't think one of us has shot a good number any of the years we went down there. I don't think anyone shot in the 70s, maybe once.
Winning a state championship, what would that mean to you?
It would mean everything to me. That's what I've been working for since my dad was a coach. My 7th grade year, I watched these guys go to state and get 7th place. I knew they weren't happy with that, and all I've tried to accomplish is winning or helping them win a state championship.
How does that course fit your game?
I haven't played that golf course. I don't know a whole lot about it other than what Coach has told me. And if it plays the yardage that he thinks, it'll suit my game pretty well. That's a yardage that I'm comfortable with. That's similar to what Kirksville plays, and I play a lot at Kirksville. So I think it'll fit my game very well.
Let me get one. I'll back you up just a little bit. I'm going to ask you that question one more time because I moved. It's just, how does that, sorry about that. How does that course fit your game?
It's very similar to the golf courses I play, like Kirksville. It's a very similar yardage, so I'm fairly comfortable playing a golf course like that.
You can't win it on the first day. You can't lose, but you can lose it on the first day. How important is a quick start?
It's very important. We have to all go out the first day and try to break 80. I think that would put us in good position for the second day to win.
Okay. Get up on the first tee. Big tournament, like down at state. What are you thinking about?
Hitting it in the fairway so I can hit the green.
Okay. Winning a state championship, what would that mean to you?
Be pretty important. I mean, last 4 years we really had one goal set and came up a little bit short. Last year we kind of had a bad first day, made it for the second day, but it wasn't enough. And I think we've worked probably about half of our time during the summer. That's a good number for getting better at golf on the range and on the putting green, trying to get better so when we get down to state, we can win.
Pull that microphone up just a little bit so you're not moving it. I mean, with your hand. There you go, so you're not jiggling so I don't hear that. Okay, pull that up just a little bit. There you go, perfect. How will the experience down at state help you this time around?
It'll help us quite a bit, but there's still going to be nerves knowing it's our last round of golf that we're ever going to play in high school, and that no matter what, I mean, you can't do anything after the state tournament. It's just, that's it.
Can't win it on the first day, can't lose it on the first day, but you need to get off to a good start. How important is a fast start down there?
Coming out the first day and shooting a good number for us, first four, it'd be very good because I've learned in the past that if you're trying to catch up to somebody playing golf, you're going to make mistakes.
How does that course fit your game?
I've heard it's a pretty short course, and all of us are pretty long off the tee, so it's going to be pretty good for us.
Winning a state championship, what does that mean to you?
That'd mean everything to me. Me and these guys have been together for, most of our lives, playing golf, screwing around, doing this and that. And if we could win a state championship together, that'd be something that we'd cherish for the rest of our lives.
How will that experience help you?
It helps a lot, going down there and knowing what you have to do, knowing what the numbers are usually like, knowing the feeling in your hands on the first tee. So I think, having done that for 3 years, just going down there, enjoying ourselves, playing 2 rounds of golf, I think that'll help us out a ton.
How important is a fast start?
I think, all of our guys kind of like that pressure on our backs. So I think if we could play a good first day, that there's no doubt that'd help us going into the second day.
Have you ever played the course? And if you have, any idea how it suits your game?
No. I mean, they said that it's definitely tight down there, which it depends on the day how that'll set up for me. I've hit it long off the tee, but, I may be in trouble more than I'm not. So put a premium on the fairways and try to putt the ball well and just see how it goes.
How do you, a lot of pressure in all these tournaments and stuff like that. How do you handle that?
It's hard to do at times, but I kind of like that feeling, kind of like the close feeling between teams and the atmosphere down there, and it puts some pressure on hitting a good shot every time you step up to the ball.
How important is it that you guys get along and like each other?
It means a lot, We do, like Jake said, we're always with each other, always joking around with each other, playing golf together. So we're definitely going to go down there and have fun as a team, that's no doubt.
How does the pressure compare? Let's go back 2 years. You hit a key free throw in basketball at Pershing Arena.
They'll never let me forget that.
Okay. How does that compare with hitting a 10-foot putt on the last hole maybe to win it? How does that compare?
Well, first off, I'm a lot better free throw shooter than I am putter. But, you know, that pressure is definitely, you know, you got the same feeling. You know, there's a key moment like that, stepping up and, you know, hitting a good shot or making a big shot. You know, that makes you